I have a 2007 Honda Accord. The problem I'm having is the car was running fine. I go to the store, and before I parked it, it started running a little rough, like missing a little bit. And then when I got back in it to crank it up, the valve started clattering, but not loud. It didn't give me no sign of smoking. It didn't give me no sign of noise, besides a little valve noise. So I tried to crank it back up and zero compression. I just checked the compression yesterday. I have zero across the board. This is the car. This is the car. And this is the motor that has zero compression on every cylinder. So what I'm doing right now, I'm taking the timer chain cover off. Timer chain's still on it, but this car does not leak. It does not smoke, and it ran awesome. In 2007, it's always been kept up. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna try to break this bolt loose on a harmonic balancer. So in order to do this, you have to get the holding tool from AutoZone and a long extension and hope it don't break your wrench. So this is what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna try to break it loose, and let's see how it goes. Because I'm gonna set you down right here, or maybe not. I'll put the appeal on top of here. You can see what's going on. Alright guys. Well, I'm gonna try to break it holding the camera. But first let me get my pipe. So these are all the parts I took off so far. You don't have to take off a whole lot of stuff to get to the cover, to take the cover off, but I suggest you take your time with this job and make sure you do it right. Because once you take the timer chain loose, you have to make sure this car is top dead center before you pull off any chain tensioners or anything like that. I gotta plug my phone in, guys, so give me 1 second.
Like Kristen Bell.
I always like to say I like being an actress, but I love being Kristen. So I prioritize that a little bit more than
we're gonna try and
my wings.
we're gonna try to break this bolt loose and see how it goes. Sorry guys, I gotta plug my phone in. Phone's going dead. Hey baby, you can plug the stereo back up if you want with your other cord. Alright. Hey babe, you hold it for me? Yeah, so take your time. You can put shoes on. So yeah, I'm gonna try to break this loose, see how I got it. So you have to have that locking tool to even do this job. So we're gonna try to break it loose right now. Let me grab my pipe. Guys, when you're doing this, hope you don't break your wrenches. Alright, here we go. socket's probably gonna break. There it goes. That's it. That's all there is to it, guys. Takes a lot of pressure, but you got to make sure you have to have this long extension. Here's the nut, and there's a 19mm socket you need for this guy right here. So get your 19mm socket, 1/2 inch drive, long extension in the cheater pipe, and leverage. You'll get it off every time. All right, guys, we'll be back shortly. Don't pause it yet. I'm gonna try to get this pulley off right now too. See if it comes off easy. First, gotta get this off. And you come in here. And you should be able to wiggle that pulley off of there. Yeah, but make sure you don't lose your keyway, because without the keyway it won't work. You're gonna be going to the dealership trying to get one. So you take your finger, if it slides out like this on yours, hold your finger, slide the whole thing out. You still got it on your finger. It won't go nowhere else. Make sure you don't lose this. This is very important, putting it back together. And like I said, before you take your timing chain off, make sure your motor's top dead center, where all your gears lines up where it needs to be. So now we're gonna start taking these 10mm bolts out. There's quite a few, so that's the next step. Then I want to see what that timing chain looks like. Oh look, that's the problem right there. It jumped timing. Timing chain's off the gears. Look guys, check this out. Timing chain is off of the gears. It jumped timing. That's what's wrong with my car.
How can you tell?
Because see how the chain's flat on these gears right here? Flatten on it.
Mm-hmm.
Let me try getting here so I can show you a little bit better. Can you see how the chain's flat and flush on the sprocket? Look at this one. It's raised off the teeth.
Oh,
So
okay.
it jumped timing. I gotta reset the timing and it should be alright. So that's awesome news for me. I don't have to pull my head off and go through the headache pulling off the head. So I need to get a new timing chain set and redo the timing on this 2007 Honda Accord. Well, that's what it looks like, guys. If you ever have this problem, make sure you check your timing chain very thoroughly, because it can look like this. That's what happened to my car. Jump timing. And I'm wondering, this gear right here, didn't we have a name for it? I forgot the name for this gear right here. If anybody knows the name of that gear, can you drop it down in the comments below, please? I think I've saved it on the phone, babe. No, I was saying something about that gear, and you typed it on your phone.
Oh yeah.
That's that gear right here.
I have to go pull it up to.
So that's great news for me. I thought I had to tear this whole engine apart. So once I get this cover off, that should be my whole problem. So that's what happened. Was the car was running a little rough, and then when I went to crank it back up, all it did was turn over and the valves are clattering and it didn't want to start. And then I had zero compression on every single cylinder, so it jumped timing like big time. You can see the gears. The gears ain't even on it. See that? Jump timing. Alright guys, my name's Steve. If you thought this video was helpful for you, please give me a like and a thumbs up. Please hit that notification button for any upcoming videos. And if you would subscribe, that would mean a lot to me. Thank you guys. God bless you and have a good day.